Hi everybody, I'm Sherelle Wallace from Enchantment in Greencastle, Eleuthera. I just want to share a bit about what enchantment is. The slogan for enchantment is books, boutique, and beachcombing, and I'll just share a little bit about each one of those. The books aspect of enchantment. I am a writer. I am actually a writerpreneur, but above all, I'm a writer. So I'm a writer first and entrepreneur second. I've published 12 books to date. I write short stories, poetry, and novels. I just want to quickly share two of the books that I have published. The first one is Eleuthera's Embrace, and it's available on Lulu. It is a novella that's set on the island of Eleuthera, and it is romance. I'll just read the blurb for you. Sometimes all you need is a change of scenery to ignite a new beginning. Sometimes that change could be a defining moment in your life, a point of reference of exactly what horrors brought you to the place you were destined to be. And sometimes you find peace and a love you had always dreamed of. For June McGowan, the relocation from busy London to a tropical island in the Bahamas started out merely as an escape for a short time with her daughter Kiki. She could not have anticipated an excursion on the Isle of Freedom with a charming ladies' man who has come to the island to seek his own escape would find them both rescued by Eleuthera's Embrace. So once again, this is Eleuthera's Embrace. It's available on Lulu. The other book that I want to share is A Blessing in Disguise. This is the first in a three-part inspirational romance series that's set on Cupid's Key. And the blurb for A Blessing in Disguise: A Blessing in Disguise is an inspirational romance, the first in a three-part series set in the Bahamas. It tells the story of the eldest of three sisters, Blessing Butler. Blessing tries to find a balance between wanting to explore the world while staying grounded by the tiny rock where her heart is buried. And in the process, she finds her place in the world with a man of faith who guides her home. So those are just two of the books from my collection. Also a part of the books of enchantment, I own a library. I have books from they're fiction and non-fiction, and they are basically for the entire family. Everyone in the family would find something in the library. The books are, the paperback is $1 and the hardbacks are $2. There are study material, there are self-help books, there are spiritual books. So that's the book aspect of enchantment. The boutique. I am a reseller and I absolutely love thrifting. So I started a reseller's rack at Enchantment. 90% of the items in the boutique are resale. There is 10% of items that are brand new and Avon items. So from Avon, I carry body products. I carry fragrances, bubble baths, skin softeners. But as far as the reseller's rack, as I said, I love thrifting. And for me, it is the perfect way to save money, to put your dollars on things that are a little bit more important than clothing. I happen to love designer brand, so I do tend to seek out more of the Calvin Klein, the Ann Taylor. I love Loft. So a lot of my items would be the designer items. The reseller's rack include clothing and handbags. That is clothing for women and children. And that is from newborns, teenagers, and of course, women. Everything in the reseller's rack is $10 and under. So you would not need to spend any more than $10 for any particular item. If you're someone who works in an office and you're looking for business attire, I have a lot of really nice dress pants, a lot of business dresses, skirts. So the resellers rack, I think, would be a wonderful place, especially for people who are in these economies where it's rather slow. I figured that if there's any time that's a good time to start a resellers rack, it is when the economy is a bit depressed. So that's what I've done here. So that is the boutique aspect of enchantment. And then we get to the beach combing. I am a shell collector. So any beach on Eleuthera is basically my office. I spend a lot of time shelling. I just love the beach. And for me, it sort of have a twofold benefit. While I'm on the beach, while I'm shelling, I'm always thinking about my writing project, my characters. I'm always listening for that small voice that is going to help me to, when I actually sit at the computer, to know exactly where I want my story to go. So I love being out on the beach. On Eleuthera, there are just countless beaches. I do have to walk a distance to get to the beach from where I am, but the walk as well, it's a beautiful experience. So from the beach, I collect shells. There are over 45 different types of shells that I collect. I also live in an area in Greencastle where there is a red sand that's sort of unique to beaches on Eleuthera. There aren't many beaches where you would find red sand. We do have pink sand. And of course, on a lot of the beaches, we have this white powder-like sand. So that is available at enchantment as well. But the red sand is something special to enchantment, where I would have to actually travel to Red Bays in Greencastle for this sand. It's a really beautiful product. If you're using it for jewelry boxes, when it is dried, it's really a beautiful finish. In addition to that, I collect sea glass, I collect sand dollars, and there are a ton of driftwood here at enchantment. There are a few sponges, but it's basically anything that I can find on the beaches of Eleuthera. All of the shells and the beach treasure is authentic to Eleuthera and to the Bahamas. So I think I've covered everything. If you would like to support enchantment, please like the video, share it to someone who you think would be interested. My items are mostly all in store, so I don't ship, except for when it comes to the beach combing aspect. If I'm having orders from crafters in Nassau, I do ship to Nassau. So those are the only items that you can get shipped to you. Everything else is in store. All right, I think that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please excuse my the camera I'm using is not the best quality, but I happen to like the quote, "Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can." So basically that's what I'm doing with this video. It's not the best quality. This is a starter device, but I just wanted to introduce enchantment, say a little bit of what it's about, and if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to do so. Thanks so much, guys. Again, I'm Sherelle from Enchantment in Greencastle, Eleuthera in the Bahamas. Have a good day.